They say a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Smile. Bigger. Bigger.
A caring, knowledgeable photographer has a talent. They can watch for simple stolen looks and laughter among family, combine that with a perfect setting, and create a magnificent work of art. And very simply, it seems, capture it in a photo. Most families want those photos. They want to remember how they looked on a certain day at a certain time. But to make those photos they hope for come to life, there are a few things to do to help ensure success and not disappointment when looking through the proofs.
Oh, that's perfect. Look at that smile. That's great.
Liz Sorgel has been snapping pictures of Okanagan families for many years and has organized photography-based fundraisers for KGH and the Kelowna Women's Shelter.
Somebody tickle him or something. My goodness.
We had her take a very photogenic family down to the Greenway to give some much appreciated tips on the finer points of photo taking. She offered two different perspectives, one being tips on when a family wants photos taken by a pro, and then tips on how a budding photog can take their own great pics.
Actually, we want to have the sun come on the back of your face, not along the side of your face. So I'm just going to have you turn towards the fence so that the sun, yeah, that's it. Yeah, and right towards me a little bit more. There we go, just like that. Awesome.
Both scenarios include making the day fun for the kids. Pick a locale they are familiar with or where the kids can have some fun.
You have your hair in a pony right now. Are you opposed to taking that out of the pony? Yeah? Just because it's out a little bit on the side, and I think it's either, all in or all out.
Second is wardrobe. Matchy match is out, but letting the kids have a say in what they wear is in, especially if it's attire that really allows their personality to shine.
Certainly the days of jeans and white shirts is kind of over. I always try to get parents to think about layering, so jackets and scarves and hats, and just make it fun and fashionable.
Sorgel also says making sure the family isn't hungry during the photo shoot is pretty important.
Hey, Will, whereabouts are you most ticklish? Because that's where I'm going to get people to get you right now.
For those wanting to take their own pics, Liz says make sure you have a great SLR and know how to use it. She hosts seminars that include mock photo sessions and in-camera instructions to help moms.
Play around with your levels. They don't always take everything at eye level,
Okay.
right? Because that becomes very boring after a while. So I always try to get really low or even get right up high, right over top of them. I mean, it's just having, playing around with that makes the photos more interesting.
Most of the time the best shots are when we're in the park playing with them and they're coming down the slide or they're doing something they really love. I think that's, the best time. The most disappointing are usually birthday parties because there's too much chaos around. Follow it around
Have
with
you
the
had
camera.
family photos done before?
Yeah.
With these guys?
Well, no, they haven't actually, but it doesn't
no?
matter. They're used to having lots of cameras around.
Oh, okay. The more you have a camera with you, the more normal it is for your kids. So make sure your camera's always around and then they get used to it. It's kind of second nature for them. But I always struggle with being part of the moment with my kids and worrying about getting on film. And I think that as parents, we tend to try to photograph everything and we miss the moment. So, always have that fine balance and just know that there's times just to put the camera down and there's times to capture it, but don't beat yourself up if you miss the moment.
Liz says to experiment with shots of feet and hands and not always asking your child to say cheese. It's not always a smile that conveys the most emotion. Sometimes a tear is full of love. For Go in Kelowna, I'm Tammy Williams.